Cavaliers Pistons Eastern Conference Final in the NBA. Now we go from Cleveland to Detroit as we continue our baseball highlights. Anthony Reyes, 0-6 this season, hasn't won a game since Game 1 of the World Series against these Tigers. Bottom three, Pudge rips Reyes' breaking ball out. 3-run Jackson, 6-0 Tigers. Top of 5, bases loaded for Yadi or Molina. Base hit to left, Spezio scores. Here comes Albert Pujols. Toast. Craig Monroe has a nice arm in left. Tigers lead 6-2. Gary Sheffield's 463rd career homer, 30th all-time, passing Jose Canseco. He's 2 behind Dave Winfield's 465 on the all-time list. Todd Jones got himself in some trouble in the top of the ninth. Scott Spezio flares one down the left field line. Adam Kennedy scores. It's a 1-run game. Bases loaded for Scott Rowland. Good location by Todd Jones. Ties up Rowland, and the Tigers hold on to win 8-7. 9:26. There's Ozzie. They after fighting with the local radio host in Chicago about not playing A.J. Brzezinski. Well, A.J. played on Saturday. First AB, runner on first. Hits the Jason Marquis pitch hard, but right at Alfonso Soriano. Brzezinski 1 for 3 with a walk. Bottom 8, Cubs down 6-5. Runner on third. Alfonso Soriano delivers. He was 1 for 4, hitting .289. Cubs tie the game at 6. Next batter, Aramis Ramirez. In the right field corner. Doesn't hit many triples, but he gets one there. Cubs lead 7-6. Later, bases loaded. Derek Lee fighting neck spasms. Pinch hitting, grand slam. Hitting .394 this year is D. Lee, and the Cubs win 11-6.
The Mariners needed somebody to play an interleague weekend, so they played each other. Bottom first, Greg Maddux facing Jose Guillen with 1 on and 1 out. And that one's gone. 5th of the year for Guillen. Mariners up 2-0. Bottom second now. Mariners up 3-1. Maddux to Jose Guillen with 2 on and 1 out. A shot each in a row, and Jose Vidro come in to score. Guillen, a little greedy, and Rob Bowen throws him out at third base. But Maddux getting knocked around early as the Mariners take the 5-1 lead. Bottom third, same score. Maddux facing Adrian Beltre. And Maddox's night just kept getting worse. Left after 3 2/3, 12 hits and 2 home runs. Top 7, George Sherrill facing Adrian Gonzalez with the bases loaded and 1 out. Gonzalez to Jose Lopez over to second in time for the double play. Sherrill and the Mariners get out of the jam, going to win it 7-4.
Back to the baseball. The Nationals have never lost an interleague series at home. George, Will, your thoughts? We go right to the 11th inning. We're tied at 1. First and third, Jay Payton. He doubles down the left field line with 1 out. Freddie Bynum, Melvin Moore score. The Orioles lead 3-1. Chris Ray on to save it. He's blown a couple this year. Tony Batista to left. Austin Kearns scored. Now it's a 1-run game. Next batter, Brian Schneider. Ray gets the job done. Nationals drop the first 2 games of the series to lose an interleague series at home for the first time. That'll be George Will's column on Monday. To the baseball, Braves and Red Sox rained out Friday. They'll play 2 on Saturday. Daisuke Matsuzaka, we know he's a good pitcher. He also fields his position well. He's got the cutter working. That's why the bats were breaking, and there he is. Looking like an all-star first baseman with the play. 3-6-1, inning-ending double play in the second. Top 4, there's some cheese for Matsuzaka. And Andrew Jones can't get the breaking ball. Matsuzaka, 8 innings, no walks, 6 Ks. Now the offense. Bases loaded, Mike Lowell. Grand slam. He was 4 for 5. Now hitting .333, 8 homers, 35 RBIs, and a hug from Poppy. Willie Mo Pena. Holy shnikes. You like apples? Wow. Now, you can't hit the ball to the Mass Pike, but you can get it on the roof of the parking garage across Ted Williams Way there behind the monster, and that's about as far as you can hit it in Fenway to left. Red Sox win Game 1, 13-3. The Braves lose to 5 of 6 at that juncture. Meanwhile, Daisuke Matsuzaka, since giving up a season-high 7 runs to the Mariners on May the 3rd, he's been on a roll. Last 3 starts, 3-0, 1.88 ERA. As you can see, striking them out, not walking very many.
Different story in Game 2, though. John Smoltz back on the mound. Braves visited Fenway looking for his 199th career win. Smoltz dislocated his finger trying to make a tag on Austin Kearns of the Nationals on Monday, but he was ready to go. Always pitches well in Boston. So we go back to Saturday. Gets Manny Ramirez swinging, then later in the inning, 2 outs. Eric Hinske up. Eric Hinske down. Smoltz 20 2/3 scoreless innings for his career at Fenway. 3 hits, 1 walk in 7 innings in this one. How about some run support? Braves already up 3-0. Kelly Johnson over Manny's head. Willie Harris scored from first. 4-0 Braves. They jumped all over Javern Hansack. Top 6, Braves up 6-0. It's Johnson deep and gone this time. 6th of the year. 12 extra base hits for the Braves, 1 shy of their team record. They led 8-0. Top 9, Braves up 11. Johnson a single away from the cycle, but Willie Mopena will deny him that. But no denying the Braves a big victory. 14-0 is their 2nd win in 7 games. Cutting his hair to help make wigs for cancer patients. Bottom first, 2 men on with 2 outs for Jack Cuss. Nobody's been hotter than Jack Cuss. Matt Cain gives him the fastball, and Cuss puts it into the right field seats. 3-run shot. Same score, top 4. Barry Bonds facing Dan Herron, and Herron got him outside corner. Barry didn't think so. Low, but doesn't matter what he thought. Bottom 8, Oakland cut the lead to 3-2. Bases loaded for Jason Kendall. Gets the walk from Kevin Correa. Bases loaded, walk, forced in the run. A's up 4-2. Top 9, Bonds leading off against Alan Embry. That's not going to hurt. Bonds 1 for 3 with an intentional walk. Giants fall 4-2. Pedro Gomez now with the Barry report.
10.5 games back if the Pinstripes lose. Darryl Rasner's 9th pitch of the game. Oh. Breaks his right index finger on the comebacker, tried to throw, and that's the result. And Joe Torre talking to Brian Cashman. Buster Olney with more on Rasner and what it might mean to Roger Clemens' return in a moment. Meanwhile, David Wright hit .244 in April, hitting .333 in May. Mets lead 3-1. Wright again. Johnny Damon, though, probably should catch this ball, but it knocks it over. Wright slugging .681 this month. He is back. 6 homers on the year. Also has 9 stolen bases. Now back come the Yankees. It's 8-3 in the 8th. You think it's over, but A-Rod, Major League leading 16th homer. Now bottom 8. Julio Franco, Robinson Cano, great play as he makes it. Attempt to throw it, hits his foot. You see his feet were in the air. It's his right foot and deflected into the corner. So the Mets, you think, would get some insurance. 10-6. Yankees not done. Look at Billy Wagner. What are you doing throwing home? Get the out in a 4-run game. There's no force at home. Wagner, though, regroups. It's 10-7. Cano did homer earlier, but not there. He was 2 for 5, and then Josh Phelps, not a chance on the high provolone. Wagner's ERA this year, how about .095? The Mets win 10-7.
Battle of Ohio, Reds in Cleveland to face the Indians. Travis Hafner and company, 13-1 in their last 14 at the Jake. Bottom first, Hafner of Matt Belisle. No need to chase it. Hafner's 8th home run. It's 1-0 Indians. Bottom second now, tied at 1. Trot Nixon on second. Ryan Garco back up the middle. Ryan Friel, like Tony Soprano, has got himself a gun. Trot Nixon doesn't run particularly well, and he's nailed at the plate. So the game remains tied at 1. Top third, still 1-1, 2 on. Brandon Phillips against his former team. That makes that 3-run home run especially satisfying. He's got a 21-game hit streak, currently the best in the majors. Bottom 8, David Weathers against Grady Sizemore. Reds going to win at 10-5. Weathers said if we played the University of Cincinnati right now, it would be a good win.
Sends Sabres what Ryan Miller is to Guster. Ryan Miller is to the Buffalo Sabres.
I was just saying that.
Yeah, Jason Spezza thought he won the game in overtime. Ryan Miller says you'll get nothing and like it. More from this game coming up.
Number 9, boxing. Middleweights from Memphis, Kelly Pavlik and Edison Miranda. Pavlik knocked Miranda down twice in the 6th and then stopped him in the 7th. Pavlik now 31-0. He wants to fight Jermaine Taylor next, and Taylor says, bring it on.
The Rip guy lost. Number 8, Albany Cornell. Cornell's John Glenn scores with 4.8 left in overtime. Watch it again. Albany lacrosse goalies' composure, historically normally good, but not here.
At number 7, Nick Swisher. He had his hair cut by his dad, Steve, before Saturday's game against the Giants. The hair will be donated to a woman living with cancer. It's special to Swisher. His grandmother, Betty, passed away after a battle with cancer in August of 2005.
Man U, Chelsea, number 6. Didier Drogba, beautiful goal with 5 minutes left in extra time. Chelsea wins the 2007 FA Cup, first held at the New Wembley.
Number 5, Braves and Red Sox, game 1 of their doubleheader. That's Willie Mopena. This ball is actually still rolling. I think it's in Worcester now. I mean, he mashed that one. And the Red Sox mashed plenty of them. They win it 13-3.
All right, number 4, Bobby Orr, Reds, Indians. Ken Griffey Jr. Looks like a base hit, but look at Josh Barfield. What an arm. Look at it again. From his knees with the laser. Indians lost, though, 10-5.
Number 3, Senators and Sabres. Senators have never been to the Stanley Cup Finals. Daniel Alfredsson said, you know what? I think it's about time we go. They beat the Sabres 3-2 in overtime, and they're going to the finals.
Number 2, White Sox Cubs. Juan Uribe, he's a thick shortstop, but he can get it, he can throw it. Oh, Matt Merton thought he had a base hit. However, the Cubs did win the game. Derek Lee hit a grand slam, 11-6 the final score.
And at number 1, Diamondbacks and Pirates, Nate McLeod, a little flare. Orlando Hudson says, give me that.
Nice.
The O-Dog, a menace to opposing hitters. And the Diamondbacks going to win it 9-8. Hudson is number 1.
U2 boom. George Will's personal World Series. Orioles and Nationals. Eric Bedard tying for second in the AL with CC Sabathia in strikeouts. So he can make batters miss. Ronnie Belliard, Jesus Flores, 7 innings, 12 Ks for Bedard. Just 1 earned run. That ties the career high with the 12 Ks. Top of 6, 2 on, 2 out. Bedard at bat. Facing Billy Traber, singles to left, Melvin Moore. First Major League RBI for Bedard. 3-1 Orioles. Now we hand over the bullpen. 8th inning, 2 outs. Orioles have a 3-2 lead. Dennis Baez in against Nuke Logan, and oh boy, 2-run single. Orioles bullpen, there they go again. Nationals win. Padres, Mariners. Felix Hernandez back in healthy, looking for his first win since April 11th. Boy, talk about some nasty stuff. However, here, Adrian Gonzalez scores Brian Giles. Padres up 2-1. Gonzalez 3 for 4. Top of 5. Here comes Felix working out of a jam. Check out this garbage. Got the cheese on the outside corner. Got the hat tilted to the left again. Again, he'll make batters swing and miss. Look at that. Yacker. Uncle Chucky. 9 Ks at that juncture. 5 innings, 8 hits, 2 earned, 9 Ks. We go to the 9th. Padres have a lead now. 2 on, 2 out. Trevor Hoffman. It's the changeup. You know it's coming, still can't hit it. Career save, 493 for Hoffman. Orioles, Rockies. 2 last-place teams going head-to-head in Lodo. Garrett Atkins off to a slow start this year. Bottom 9, game tied at 4. Can't hit the high cheese. We go to the 10th, bottom of 11. Rockies down 5-4. Matt Holliday, one of the best right-handed hitters in all of baseball. To left. Oh, here comes trouble with Emil Brown. He bobbles it, and Troy Tulowitzki all the way around to score. Ties the game at 5. We go to the 12th. Top of the 12th, Ryan Shealy throws his bat at the ball. It falls in Alex Gordon. Good wheels around third for the rookie. And the Royals go on to win 10-5. News on Jason Giambi in a moment. Meanwhile, say hello to Tyler Clippard, making his big league debut, 11th different starter for the Yankees this season. The Yankee Clippard was good. 6 innings, 1 earned run, pitching for a team that has also lost 3 in a row. Meanwhile, Joe Torre's offense struggling. Steve Phillips, why has it been struggling?
Biggest disappointments in the Yankee lineup come from the left-handed bats. Bobby Abreu scuffling, Robinson Cano even worse, Johnny Damon not getting on base, and Jason Giambi not delivering the power production that they want. That's why they're 3-9 against left-handed starting pitchers.
That's why Giambi not in the starting lineup throughout this series. Here's Damon. John May makes a pretty good pitch, but where is Sean Green playing? Looks like he was on the warning track. Cannot get that bloop. 2 runs will score, and a 1-0 Met lead becomes 2-1 Yankees. Then Derek Jeter. That's a Yankee cranky off of Maine, and the pinstripe without strikes go up 4-1. Then Jorge Posada, MVP candidate. What a year he's having. Yankees had 9 extra base hits. That's a Posada homer, his 6th of the year. Yankees up 5-1. Meanwhile, the Yankee Clippard is still going strong. Carlos Beltran put the charge in this one. Johnny Damon, put a 10 around that circus, Damon. He makes the catch. And Alex Rodriguez, perhaps getting warm for the Red Sox series, which begins on Monday in Yankee Stadium. That is gone, the 17th for Rodriguez. All aboard the SportsCenter Express. Hasn't homered in 13 days when he went out against Tom Glavine. His slugging percentage has dropped 140 points since that May 8th homer in Oakland on Sunday, DHing, rounding out. Then in the 3rd, Randy Wynn figures out Joe Kennedy. Third homer for Wynn. Giants lead 2-0. He extends his hit streak to 19 games. How about your win shares? Fourth inning, Matt Morris has pitched well this year for the Giants against red-hot Jack Cust. That's a nice fastball. Next batter, Eric Chavez. Another good running fastball. 9 Ks for Morse. Back to Bonds. Again, meekly to first. Bonds 0 for 4 with a walk. He's 5 for his last 29 in his last 10 games. Giants defense. Pedro Feliz barehands it. More Feliz defense in the 8th. Jason Kendall, the 3rd. Dives up quickly, the strong throw. Bottom 9, Giants up 4-1. Moore still in the game, looking to close it out, looking for his 21st career complete game, and he gets it. Richard really a great D at first, and the Giants, winner, chicken dinner.
You know, arguing that the Angels are good at home in Anaheim, 16-6, looking to sweep the Dodgers. Bottom 1, 2 outs. Vladimir Guerrero off Derek Lowe. Into second with a double. Your next batter is Gary Matthews, and Wilson Betterman is so not gelling. Instead of the inning being over, trouble's about to begin in the form of the next batter, Casey Kochman. 12 for 28, 8 RBIs in his last 9 games. Guerrero scores. The Angels up 1. Betterman, my bad, unearned run. Kelvin Escobar, 3-1, 2.18 ERA at home this season, and the Angels have allowed just 5 runs in the last 4 home games. We're picking on Betterman right there. And then Brady Clark, he's swinging like Les Brown and his band of renown. Escobar, 8 innings, 3 hits, no runs. Bottom 5, bases loaded for Vlad. He's trying to buy insurance, and he gets help on the policy from Rafael Furcal, whose throw is wide. A couple more score. 4-1 your final. The Angels have beaten the Dodgers 14 of their last 17 at Angel Stadium.
So we've got Kason Gabbard. He pitched for the Red Sox on Sunday. That's Tim Hudson. Boston threatening in the first. Bases loaded. It's simple, so says the captain. Jason Varitek clears the bases. Ortiz, Ramirez, Drew all score. Red Sox up 3-0 for 25-year-old Kason Gabbard. Meanwhile, Andrew Jones came into this game with the 3rd most strikeouts in the majors at 46. And we're going to look at his scorecard for the rest of this highlight. Top of the 2nd, there's Gabbard. The 25-year-old was 3-1 in AAA. High 80s, sinking fastball, once in a while low 90s, good location, flush changeup, good curve as you see there, good mound presence, very mature. He gets Jones twice. Meanwhile, Brandon Donnelly comes in. He gets strikeout number 3 of Andrew Jones. Top of the 8th, Hideki Okujima with the 4th K of Jones. Non-save situation for Jonathan Papelbon, but he will end the game, with a strikeout. First time Andrew Jones has struck out 5 times in 1 game. Red Sox have won 17 of 19 of their last 19 interleague games. So Andrew Jones.
Town with the bigger ring. Justin Verlander 0-2, a 5.73 ERA against the Cards in the World Series. Jim Edmonds top 4. He's a swinger, and Albert Pujols isn't much of a runner, thrown out by Mike Rabello right there. Verlander 8 innings, 2 earned, 3 Ks. He does make a mistake to Chris Duncan in the 5th, 420 feet. Duncan 7th. It's 2-1 Cardinals, and this is their first lead in the series. Bottom 5, Brad Thompson, Brandon Inge with 1 on, and there goes that lead. One man's pleasure is another man's pain. Inge, his 8th home run, and the Tigers up 3-2. Bottom 6, 2 on, 2 out. Tyler Johnson against Sean Casey. He doubles the center. Edmonds playing shallow.
Yeah, I'll say. Deep short.
2 score. Look at me, I can be center field, and not on this play you can't be. Edmonds even took a step in, and it's going to cost them. The Cards off to their worst start since 1996, the year Tony La Russa joined the ball club. They're 16-25. They get swept by the Tigers, 6-3 your final.
Buckeye teeth. Milwaukee Brewers need to stop the bleeding. They've lost 6 of 7, 7 of 9. Strange brew. Home to the Twins, who are trying for the road sweep of the Brewers, and Michael Kadire doing his part. 5th homer of the year, 2-0 Twins. Time for Milwaukee to respond. They're down 5-2. Bottom 5, Jeff Jenkins in the house. Jeff Jenkins out of the house. Ramon Ortiz, who's been struggling. Little Poppy. Game tied at 5, 200th career for Jenkins, 9th this year. Bottom 7, there he is again. This time, situational hitting. Serves it to left. You can't serve it to right. You have to serve it to left if you're a left-hander. 5th RBI of the day, and the Brewers lead 6-5. Francisco. That's fun to say. He's converted all 16 save opportunities this season. He's going to work. What Dennis D. Young was to Sticks, Francisco Cordero is to the Milwaukee Brewers. Mr. Roboto, 17 for 17, and the Brewers win 6-5.
Cubs and White Sox at Wrigley. That's Chicago South trying to avoid the sweep. And Ozzie Guillen going with Nick Massett, a relief pitcher his whole career, making his first career start. 3-1 lead. Bottom three, Alfonso Soriano looking. Massett went 5 2/3, struck out 3. Bottom 6, still 3-1. Derek Lee pinch hitting, but he doesn't go granny. Andrew Cisco unleashes a wild pitch. Soriano holds the third. Ramos Ramirez the second. And the Cisco kid is a friend of the Cubs. Another wild one. Soriano scores 3-2 game. Then Lee walks. And, Ozzie Guillen, I've seen enough of you. Get me Mike McDougal. Mike McDougal gets Michael Barrett, who went 0 for 4. And the White Sox get out of the jam, just giving up 1. Hey, Jim Thome just activated from the DL, pinch hitting. He walks. Carlos Zambrano, 6 2/3, 7 earned. 7 earned because later Neil Kotz against A.J. Przinsky. And A.J. has just gone grand slam against his former teammate on that World Series White Sox team. And the Sox win it, 10-6, your final.
Young Diamondbacks playing well, counting on an old Diamondback to get them to 24-21 on the year. Randy Johnson. High provolone to Freddie Sanchez. That was the first batter of the game, and Johnson kept on coming. 35 Ks now in his last 24 2/3. Big time Randy Johnson smoke. Top of 4, Paul Maholm, he's in a jam. Chris Snyder entered 1 for his last 27. 3 for 4 on Sunday, and Randy Johnson now has a 5-1 lead as a result of that 3-run RBI double. Bottom 6, here comes Johnson against Jason Bay. Piece of cake. Johnson struck out Bay 3 times. Oh boy, Adam LaRoche back under the Mendoza line, 199, 209th 10K game for Randy Johnson. That's second to Nolan Ryan, who had 215.
It can improve to 500 on the season by beating visiting Toronto, but they got to beat Jesse Litch. Remember, he went 8 2/3 for a win in his debut. Bottom 3rd, Aaron Rowan, Portland, Oregon. Solo homer.
Big one.
Litch 4 innings, 4 earned. Top 8, 5-0. Alex Rios, he was mentioned earlier in the program for a previous 5 strikeout performance. He goes yard off Jeff Geary. That made it 5-1. And then Vernon Wells later in the inning, he goes solo. His 5th, that makes it 5-2. And then Matt Stairs has got the Holy Ghost power in the top of the 8th off Geary. His 4th, Geary 3 home runs. It's 5-3. And the little Philly fan throws it back.
Marky.
Nice. Top 9, 5-3, 1 on, no outs. Frank Thomas. Bartender, Myers and coffee, because Brett is caffeinated. Phillies win it 5-3. Myers gets his 6th save. OHIO, Ohio. When the Indians match their best home start in 107-year history. Last time they started 16-4 at home, Cleveland went to the World Series. Brandon Phillips in Cincinnati hoping to kill that buzz, and off Paul Bird, top 2 home run. Phillips 8th, and he now has a 22-game hitting streak. Top 3rd, Ken Griffey Jr. bet Ryan Friel on 2nd, and the batting helmet there not to be confused with a thinking cap. Bird picks him off. Bottom 4, tied at 2 after Johnny Peralta led off with a homer, and then Josh Barfield doubles. This is off Aaron Harang, who homer, walk, single, wild pitch in that double. It's 4-2. There are 4 runs in the inning on 5 hits. Top 8, 5-3. Phillips with runners on 1st and 2nd. Kelly Shopping throwing to Casey Blake. They catch Friel. Jerry Narin, here he comes. He has where Gary Darling throws him an umpire fantasy league free agent, by the way.
Oh, good call. Accurately called.
Accurate, thank you. Indians win it 5-3. Your final. Time for Boomer.